they're muted. He's I think the producers said they were gonna mute. We're about to start. I think.
Oh, we didn't even start yet. Oh.
We're gonna keep rolling, bro.
Cool.
So it's not all awkward like when we were sitting.
I just hit the shit out of that mic.
Oh, I missed you, my favorite autistic person.
If Ruben pointed to me, I apologize because I didn't see it at all. I kept going. I heard the song fade. I was like, well, I guess Ruben said something.
All right, so intro the fucking show.
Dude, welcome to Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net channel HR2. I am your host, John BRECKO. PJ's back.
What
PJ's
up?
back. Got these crazy
OC.
white boys yelling, PJ's back. What up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, bro. Dude, I was sick this weekend.
Yeah?
But I'm better now, but I was sick this weekend,
Yeah,
bro.
you were talking about it. It was at a casino. It was pretty fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah, no, one of our guests, Brett, over here, heard the story already, but Matt has yet to hear the story, so I think I should bless Matt with the amazing story that was my weekend.
Before you do that, I do want to
I shit on a floor.
I do want to introduce our guests. I do want to do them the honor of doing that.
Of course.
Because I'm sure you'll do a lot worse. But they run a fabulous podcast. 2 bugs, 1 great comedians, all of them very, very funny. Super excited to have these guys on, set this show up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Butera, Brent Bradley of 2 Bubs, 1 Woo! That sounds like what PJ did this weekend.
Yeah.
But anyways, how are we doing? How are we feeling? How we living? What's up?
Doing good, doing good. Excited.
Happy to have you guys
You
on.
guys having us on?
Yeah, excited to be a part of it. We're heating up down here. I think I'd rather be up in the Northeast right now. It's like 95 and humid down here. It's gross.
Ah, shit.
That's so gay.
I was going to say, it's just starting to heat up down here now.
Yeah, no, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're from New Jersey. We're pussies to heat compared to these Texas
See,
people.
I
No, you got it right the first time.
I understand that, but we're like just starting to get out of that hoodie weather.
Dude.
Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, I wore t-shirts all through the winter, bro. I'm insulated, dog. Do you not see this bare worth of chest hair right here?
See, I'm fine with just shorts.
Dude,
bro.
these are my least favorite months. I've already been wearing t-shirts and shorts. I can't be naked in public, dude.
I mean, I'm sure you would do it.
Well, you
mean,
can.
I mean, I could. No, you're not wrong. I could.
You could.
But, like, I'm 22 now. I could get arrested for, like, indecent exposure and be put on, like,
You could get put on a list.
the sex offender
not in New York
registry.
City.
You know, it's not my jazz.
Yeah, man. Nah, I hear that. No, it was fine when you were 21, but 22 now? Yeah.
No one gives a fuck after you're 21. You turn 21, and they're like, oh, my God, get ready. And then you turn 22, and then you're like, I need new tires? Like...
It's
do
all
that.
downhill from here.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, I need new tires and new brakes? Fuck.
Oh, and every year a new part of my body is going to hurt.
Are you
I'm going to be able to
mocking
stop
me?
sleep. It's terrible.
What PJ's trying to say is if it's downhill for him, we're all really fucked. That's where he's actually trying to go with this.
Because I'm like a young kid with, like, promise and hope.
I love how you said hope.
Well, enough hope. I mean,
You-
some
you
of
may-
it's been lost, but I'm chilling.
Yeah, no, enough weekends in AC will do that to you.
Dude, enough. Dude, Did I mention I shit on a floor yet this weekend? It was a tough time.
Yeah, nah.
Listen,
you're like,
man,
I was gonna say if you want to tell Matt the story, you are more than welcome to tell him.
So Matt, I was doing a show at the Tropicana Casino in Atlantic City, and I missed almost the entire show because I was just toilet locked for the entire time. Like I was promoting. I run the shows down there. I was promoting the show all day. I was fine.
Did you have a set to do at that show or no?
Yeah, I left the bathroom, did my set while holding in diarrhea. Left, went back to the bathroom, shit again. Then I had to throw up, so I got up from sitting to throw up, and because I was so sick, I ended up getting reverse DP'd, and I low-key diarrheaed on the floor a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you. At 22, doing that at 22, that's fantastic.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm 22 going on 47.
he-
if you couldn't
he
see
said-
how I'm built, I'm
He said,
having a good time.
he said it was low key, but not too many people are gonna not notice the shit stain and the smell coming in and out. You know?
Listen, I've seen blood in there before. That's one of the.
It's an AC bathroom, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's an AC bathroom that's right by the boardwalk, dude. It was very. I felt bad, I threw some toilet paper down.
The boardwalk, you'll just see less blood. So.
I was like, I'm not gonna touch the floor. The floor is worse than my shit, but I'm not just gonna.
I have one of those stories too.
Ooh.
I've definitely had one of these.
This was like a month ago. My first night, I took Ozempic. Fucking an hour later, I get the rumbles in my tummy. I get out of bed. I take a step into the bathroom. I was like, hey, I have like 30 seconds before I have to shit. The second I took a step into the bathroom, shit all over the floor. I had underwear on. It was just underwear. All of my underwear, all over my socks, all over the floor.
Oh.
It was bad. It was one of those you got to jump right in the shower. I had my wife clean it up. She's a fucking lovely lady.
Bro, it's bad when you have to jump in the shower and you're feeling sick again halfway through the shower.
Yeah,
dude, you know what I mean?
If you got to skip
yeah, man, it's a perfect spot to feel sick again. Just let it all out, dude.
No, it 100% is, but that's how you know you're fucking sick.
Well, because worst case scenario, if any solids come out, you could just, waffle stomp it. You're fine.
Yeah, or do the Joey Diaz special. Just throw him in the toilet.
Put him in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, no. Put him in the fucking bathroom, goddammit.
You know what? So I'm from New York. I have not heard a fucking Bronx-style reference in 5 years.
Wow.
Fantastic. Yes.
I didn't know you were from New York, man.
Yes, sir. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, wow. Because I believe I told you this already, but this is an NJ-based podcast. We're out of New Jersey.
Yeah. You said it before. You were Trenton, you said?
Yeah, we're over Trenton, Hamilton area, around Mercer County.
Oh, are you guys like rivals? Do you have to fight each other now?
Not that I
cool.
know
Is that a
of.
thing?
What football team are you a fan of?
I'm a Giants fan.
I ain't got to fight him. I ain't worried.
Yeah, that's my fucking boy. Listen, he's my brother.
Doesn't even matter what my team is. I'm good. I'm good.
He's my fucking brother from across the river. Listen, let's go fucking Giants. As far as I'm concerned.
Love it, dude. Love it, dude.
He could be mad, but with all due respect, you have no fucking idea what it's like to be number one.
Listen, John, I respect the reference, but your Tony Soprano's fucking terrible.
That's okay. I got to talk to a Giants fan and tell him he has no fucking idea.
You have no fucking idea. Fuck the Jets. The last time the Jets made it into the press was 9/11.
Ah, shit.
Solid 9/11 joke.
Thanks.
Off the rip.
Well, let me ask you this. So you are from Brooklyn. Did you start doing comedy in Brooklyn, or did this happen after?
Oh, this happened way later. This happened like 2 years ago down here.
Okay, so this just fucking started. We're bringing the New York accent out.
Don't do it, John.
We already did it. It's coming. So comedy's.
I want to hear you talk about coming in front of me, John. Stop.
I'm sorry. I try not to, but I just can't help myself. I might pull his hair a little bit before the show ends, but anyways. But you talked about starting comedy about 2 years ago. So
It'll be 2 years in a couple months, yeah.
Oh,
Hi, bro.
So-
Congrats.
what started the move over to Texas, and what started you getting into comedy?
Oh, that's such a gay question, dude. Come on.
I tried.
That's where we're fucking starting here.
Hey.
Fuck that. What
Man's
was the
super
most-
self-conscious. He's like, I don't want to talk about the things that make me feel good. Oh.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you involving comedy, whether it's on stage or off stage?
I'm down for that.
I mean, other than bombing, I don't think I've had anything that crazy. Oh yeah, all right. I tend to snap. I used to, not so much anymore. Although I have my moments, but you try some new jokes, they're not working, and Do you snap on the audience because they're not laughing? You know.
So is this something that like happens like often or?
No.
Right.
It doesn't. No.
Well,
It happened recently, which is the first time it happened since I was like when I first started. But I snapped on a they them, and it was it didn't go well. So I bombed for 7 minutes and just fucking. I would try to do my jokes, then I'll go right back to trashing the they them. It was a fun 7 minutes. Yeah.
It was like watching somebody trying to put a life jacket on, but then holding their face in the water the whole time. like I'm trying to save myself, but I actually would rather die. Like, it was just ridiculous.
That's like giving somebody the life jacket only to push it down into the water
Oh yeah,
to hold them up.
you know those.
Give them a
are the
high
best.
five as they sink.
It's like when someone's just like really irking your irk when you're on stage. It's like, dude, I'd rather die standing than live kneeling. You know what I mean?
100%.
God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
That's probably what he's thinking when he snaps at the audience.
Dude, there was one time. There was one time I snapped on an audience. I was at it wasn't that bad, but it was at Stress Factory, and I was maybe like a year. I'm like 4 years in now. I was like a year in, maybe a year and a half, and I was doing this showcase show. And you know, it was my first time having just like lights, just like I couldn't even see the people in front of me.
Yeah.
So like I just my nerves were everywhere. So like I was doing these long elaborate setups, and I was like putting word salad in there as I was going, and then I was forgetting my punchlines on stage. And it was just the worst. 8 minute. It was supposed to be a 3.5 minute set. It was an 8 minute. It was an 8 minute set. It was so bad, and I snapped down on them a little bit towards the middle, and then they respected me for it, so they gave me a chuckle, and then I was like, oh, they like me. Let's go back to what I was doing, and that was a terrible idea.
See,
There's nothing.
You know what I love about like his story though?
What?
Like it was already kind of going downhill anyway, and then you know he just decided shoot himself in the foot, bring it home faster, and then keep doing what he was doing on top of it. So
I was just trying to make Brent and Eric laugh, and they're the only ones who were laughing.
That's all that fucking matters, really.
Yeah, they were in the back giggling, and it made me. I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Fuck it.
We were in the back going, no.
No, holy shit! We can't believe this is happening.
My stomach didn't hurt from laughing. It wasn't that.
No, listen, making your boys laugh by roasting a they them at a show. There's nothing like it. It's just like it's dude, it's such an easy layup.
Definitely done it before.
It starts as an easy layup, but then when you keep going through it, you're like, I have to pull more out of this they them person. I need to fuck with them more. Why do you have blue hair? When did your dad leave?
Host.
Tell me.
He said LGB, easy as 1, 2, 3.
The host didn't let it play. That was the
I'm
best part.
sure he was probably enjoying it with you.
He was just like, all right,
No, dude.
keep going.
Dude, Bob, dude, it's the most entertaining thing. One of my favorite things is when you're doing a show and you're just making your boys laugh in the back, but the audience, not only are they not having a great time, they fucking hate you. That's one of the best ever. I was running a show.
Are we going to talk about the one lady?
No, I was going to tell Lenora's story about a Jewish guy.
I mean, I love the one where I was there and the one that Vin Baker made cry. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
It was the New Year's show.
That was just I ran a New Year's show. There was just a drunk white chick who like my buddy crowd worked her. It was like so late. It was like, so what do you do for work? And then she was like, he's being mean to me. It was so funny.
Oh, she started crying. It was fucking great.
No, there was one time I was running this bar show.
Man deserves a Pokemon badge.
It was in Hackensack, so like right by New York.
Lenora's,
and
No
you know
fucking way it was anything else.
it's booked. You know, you can't just kind of show up and go up. And there's this one dude who like he long story short, like he ran a show at a venue that I had a long time relationship with, and I was actively running shows at, and like he went about it in a very skeevy way, right? And so he came. He was like, "Hey man, can I do 5 minutes?" And I was like, "This is booked." He was like, "Well, please." And I was like,
please.
"All right, pal." So just to bust his balls a little bit, I'm bringing him on stage. I'm like, he broke one of the 10 commandments of comedy. Everyone keep it going for your local venue stealer. Keep it going for. And then I said his name. And then he was so butthurt about it on stage. But after 4 minutes of just ranting about that topic, he was starting to bomb. And I just never gave him the light. And I let him go until he took himself off. He took himself off.
He'll be fine. It's Lenora's. They're going to talk over you anyway.
He took himself off at 15 minutes and 37 seconds. He just bombed for a straight 15 minutes. And me and the rest of the comics in the back were just having the best time in the world.
Yeah.
Dude. That's rough,
Yeah,
man.
we have a spot down here. It's called Anderson Mill Pub.
Okay.
And it's a bar that's packed, but nobody pays attention. Everyone's facing the fucking TV, drinking their beers. No one gives a shit.
Dude.
And then they'll definitely heckle you like throughout your set.
That's the same vibe here. If
Yeah,
you're
it's the
ever here,
exact
I'll
same
get you
thing.
on. If you're ever in the area.
Yeah, no. If you want to do a Lenora show, I mean,
Dude,
he
no,
booked shows down there.
it's the same exact vibe. The place could be fucking. Here's the thing.
It usually is packed, actually, and that still
The
happens.
thing is, it progressively got better. So at first, it was like that, where like people just didn't give a fuck. It's once a month. People just didn't give a fuck. You know, they were just watching the hockey game, just having normal volume level conversations. But then over time, as the months went on, like regulars of the bar started to like befriend me and the other comics. So like now there's like there's a bald black guy who's always dressed in like Andrew Tate level suits, and he walks in and he's like, I am not gay. I do not like men. I am a lesbian. Do you want a shot of vodka? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll do a shot. I'm taking a piss. He's in the stall right
I
next
love
to
how
me.
in his man voice he was like, "I am a lesbian."
Yeah, he's like, I am a lesbian.
Baby,
He-
lock
like,
them doors and turn them lights down low.
Hey man, my name is. I am a lesbian. I do not like dudes.
My name is Ile, and I will show you the way.
Dude, the first night I met him,
You know
I'm
the
taking
way.
a piss in the bathroom, and I guess he was in the stall, and I'm taking my piss. All I hear is just. And I'm like, I'm a.
Zool's in the room with
It
them.
was not Zool, but that's another story for another day.
That's a lot of stories. For
I'm being a prick 20-year-old. He walks out of the stall. I'm like, oh, dude, what smells so good in there, dude? Like,
God,
dude, what smells so amazing in there? He was like, nothing. You want a bump? I'm like, oh, I'm good, bro. Thanks, I appreciate it, bro.
Nothing. You want a bump? Oh, that's what smells good. Probably smelled like cookies to you in that moment.
Bro. All I know is it smelled like shit. So it's like he took a shit and then he was just like sitting on the.
Did he just like do it off his kneecap?
No,
Like what the fuck?
I'd like to imagine he was like sitting in the bath. It smelled bad too. I just like to imagine he was like sitting there just fighting for his life, and then he was like, "I know what can help you."
He's fighting for his life because he has to smell his own shit snorting off the toilet bowl. Like,
Yeah, but also you get that little shit. You get that shit what like 2 minutes after you take that first line.
yeah, and you're like,
So it's
you're
the
like,
perfect spot to start.
Dude,
yeah,
exactly.
you're like smelling it as you're hitting the line. Like Jesus Christ.
I mean, shit infused coke. I mean, God bless him. Listen. I'm a very hyper person. I got cocaine in the blood, baseline, all natural style. I don't need.
Yeah,
no
but cocaine would fucking level you out.
It probably would actually.
Cocaine would probably.
medication.
Dude, no, cocaine would give me a heart attack the same way that like baby rabbits get heart attacks when they get too overstimulated. You know what I mean?
I just want
Back
you to
legs
have.
just start kicking for no reason.
I just want you to have enough cocaine where your hair stands up like a mad fucking scientist.
Dude, you want me to do an impression of the guy from the Muppets, bro?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, I totally. could.
I just want you to look like a '60s Bill Nye, like you know what I mean? Like you picking up what I'm putting down here?
Does that mean that Hillary Clinton would fuck me? Because
It might.
No, Hillary Clinton was low key a baddie in the '60s. Did you guys? Have you guys seen like old pictures of Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, no, Hillary Clinton could totally get it. Like I would, I'd put a Green New Deal right inside. Like
I'd fuck her right now.
That's fair. Would you?
I'd love to fuck her, but she probably has AIDS. She's a gross woman. She's a bit of a dog.
She's a 4. She's like that bitch Rosie O'Donnell.
You know, Hillary Clinton's such a dog. I went to the animal shelter recently, and I bought a dog, and I named it Hillary Clinton. That's what I did.
Did you name the second one Rosie?
I did, and then I took both dogs.
Good man.
I took both dogs, and then
We think alike. He is a smart person.
I
Very
drowned the
smart.
dogs like that one guy did from the Eagles, that Michael Vick guy. He drowns the dogs. That's what they tell me.
You son of a bitch. You sound like a Giants fan.
You're gay.
That's fair. At least you let me do the Trump impression.
sorry, I don't know. Hillary Clinton kept going. I was like, I gotta.
Yeah, no.
That was a good impression. Like, to be fair,
That was
that was
fantastic.
good. That was solid.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yo, you know what you should do one time? You
What
should
should I do,
say
John?
shit Trump would say, but in Barack Obama's voice.
My fellow
No.
Americans, we need to deport every single brown person in this country. It's not me saying that. That's Trump saying it with my voice.
It's off the top of my head, but I feel like there'd be something there.
Hillary Clinton is a total dog, one of the biggest dogs. I wouldn't say she's a dog, but you can ask anybody, and they'll tell you that Hillary Clinton, big dog.
Ask around. You can look on the internet.
Dude, you just gave me an idea for a bit. Thanks, bro.
Dude, no. Like, I think it like actually makes sense. Like, I think there's something there.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Dude, that's 3 more Instagram reels. Let's go.
Oh, fuck.
There we go.
Christ.
Dude, that's a week's worth of work on Instagram. I'm set.
Oh, man.
Every 2 days, 1:30 p.m. Let's do it.
You know what I told you we got to do?
What?
Because I told you about some of the shorts I was doing. Because there's a couple characters that like are America based. I'm a big wrestling fan, by the way. You know, just
Yeah, I
for-
thought this show was a wrestling show.
I've done like wrestling based episodes, and
Okay.
a lot of my fan base has come from like the shorts, which are pretty much all wrestling based at this point. I used to go back and forth, but that's what was getting the views, so I stuck with it. And there's a couple characters that like are American based. Like there's a luchador that's called El Grande Americano.
Okay.
And, you know, we like to pretend there's not an Olympian that's under the mask, but he's kind of a douche. He wears his boots, and it's pretty obvious it's him. But we all say it's not him because it's fucking hilarious, right?
Okay.
And there's also another lady that comes out as the United States champion, like an American championship, and she has basically a Secret Service, people that come out in suits and ties, like the whole bit, right? So I started doing my Trump impression, which is nothing like this, but I started doing my own to some of like the different segments that they've done.
Okay.
And, you know, you talk about how great they are. El Grande Americano, big America.
He's a big guy.
I don't remember anything I've said off the top of my head, but it's actually not a big guy. He's Shorty G.
You can't remember what you say. What a retard this guy is. That's what he is.
I might even stutter like Joe Biden. Oh, man. Yeah, but we got to do a video for one of them. I got to find something.
I'm down.
Yeah, but that's after the show. I'm getting a little bit off track here.
You're getting very off track, but I'm just letting you roll right now.
You
seem very like you're having a
Let him cook.
I was very excited about the idea. I've been excited about it for a while.
I'm very excited. I've been excited.
I've been excited. I'll try not to lift the table.
All right, completely different topic. So you guys are based out of Austin, right? Or just
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys know? Because I know 2 dudes that I have done comedy with for a while.
I know a couple people
in
that have
Jersey,
been to
and
Austin.
they moved to Austin like a year or 2 ago. Are you familiar with Matt Rivera or Elazar Guzman?
Matt Rivera, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was assuming it's the same Matt Rivera.
Probably
Yeah.
bigger dude, kind of cholo looking, cholo beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
dope, dude.
Wait, actually, I think he
What's the
might
other
have
guy?
just been on the Lazy Days show with me, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah, I think he was actually. Yeah, he
Was
was
he?
he was on my show last month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
I was like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Dude, he was funny. He was good. I like his
One of the
stuff.
times you come back, you should bring one of them on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No,
You know,
I
talk to one of them, see if they can come.
What's it called? I ran a show. I think it was like either last February or it was last February. I had them both on that show. It was a very fun show.
You said what was the other dude's name? Salazar, you said?
Elazar Guzman. He runs a bunch of shows in Austin. I know that. I couldn't tell you the name of a spot, but
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. The name don't sound familiar.
how concentrated is the comedy scene in Austin?
Yeah, it's all on 6th Street. The majority of it is on 6th Street. There's like, what is that, Brent? Like 15 clubs on 6th Street? Something
The
ridiculous.
whole fucking
Yeah.
strip.
There's one other. You got Sunset. You got Rogan's Club, which doesn't really count if you're talking about stuff that locals are getting on. You got Velveeta, Roscoe's,
Shakespeare's.
Austin, Shakespeare's,
Hmm.
and then you got Cap City, but that's in the Domain. Yeah, I
You
would.
got-
Most of the clubs are downtown. There's a real big indie scene down here too. There's tons of bar shows and stuff like that. Those spread all over the place.
Oh hell yeah,
Wow.
dude!
No, that sounds dope.
Well, 'cause I've been-
Especially 6th Street.
I mean, listen, I've been thinking.
It's
of
like a
making
little
the-
strip.
I've been thinking of making the trip myself and moving out there for like a month and just like living out of my car and just vibing doing comedy.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
is
Brent
that
has
like
an
I
extra
wouldn't
bedroom.
do
We'd
it
probably stay with Brent.
Anytime in the summer.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
This is
fucking
a
nightmare
bad
in the
time.
summer.
Don't.
Oh, pal, dude, I run shows in AC, bro. It's on season. It's I'm busy during the summer, but wintertime when it's cold
Yeah,
up
dude, this
here,
is the spot.
go south for a
In the
month.
winter?
Then you might be better off.
Oh yeah, dude, I already told you, bro. I'm insulated. I fuck Texas in the summer, dude. I went to when Kill Tony was touring. I went to see him in Nashville. It was like a 16-hour drive. Dude, too hot. I said fuck this shit.
When was this?
It was April 3rd and 4th. Actually,
Probably when it starts getting hot.
Dude, I was there with some friends who are like very into psychedelics. Not that I'm not, just I'm there like an everyday type of people and with like shrooms and shit. I'm just like every now and then, you know what I mean? But what's it called? I took a decent amount of shrooms after the show. I'm walking around Nashville. I spot a tall, blonde, white guy wearing like a colorful ass shirt, and I'm like, "Is that Ari Maddie, dude?" And so I walk up. It was just Ari Maddie. It was Martin Phillips, and it was the two producers.
Shit.
And another comic just walking down the road, and I'm just like, I mean, shit. This is my time to say, "Hey, nice to meet you," and put my face there, I guess. So
There's no way that went well.
dude, listen.
You got a picture with him, so.
Dude, the thing is, I started I started shooting the shit with him, right? With Yoni, one of the producers. But right as I start talking to him, the shrooms hit me like a truck, and I'm just like, oh fuck, dude. So he and the way I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dude, I'm not the first person to be like, oh, that's the guy. I'm gonna go say hi and start a conversation with him. So I'm like, I gotta bring it, right? So I just try to like match his autism and just like start talking numbers, right? I'm just talking numbers. I'm like,
man.
so what's how what's the capacity generally? What's the chance of actually getting on the show? What's what got you what got you to fall in love with this? And he
Wink,
was-
wink, nudge, nudge.
and he's like, he's telling me like, I met this guy, I thought, and I was like, great, bet. Later, and then just walked away. I wasn't even like, yo, listen, if you guys want to come, I got a 400-seater in Atlantic City. If the Killers of Kill Tony want to come run new stuff,
I should have said it, but I didn't. I was just so fucked.
That's because you were so fucking high,
Dude, I was, and then I turned the street onto the main strip in Nashville, and it was busier than like Times Square in New York. And it was hot,
Shit.
and I was tripping out so hard. I was just walking down the street.
Hold on? Are we talking like rush hour busy or like?
Dude, right after Bridgestone Arena that holds 20,000 people got out, and people were swarming one block.
Jesus Christ.
That's how busy it was. And
You don't even
That's
need to be
6th
high
Street.
for that to be
Yeah.
anxiety-inducing.
dude, I was
No
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
why you had some fucking shrooms.
Dude, I was so fucked. I was like, "Where'd my friends go?" I was like, I was like, "Where am I?" And I'm walking down the road, and I just see 2 giant fat dudes with signs that said "free hugs," and I'm like,
That's
I
gonna
need-
be
I need
me.
a fucking hug right now, dude. So I just like hugged this guy for mad long, and he was like, "Are you good?" I was like, "One more minute.
Nah.
Just give me one more minute."
Did he give you one more minute?
He did. No, he was a great guy.
Very nice guy.
Great free hug.
Good man.
Do you guys know who Ben Bankus is?
No.
I don't.
So he just moved down to Austin. He's a Canadian comedian, but he
Ew.
does really good impressions on like Olivia Chow. You know who Olivia Chow is? He's like the governor. She's like the governor of fucking Toronto, whatever. But I did this. I'm a huge fan of him. I saw him on 6th Street. And I was like, holy shit, dude, big fan. I was like an asshole. I was like, can you do an Olivia Chow impression? And then he just walked away. And that's what I fucking deserved for asking him to do a fucking
I'm
impression.
so happy that you had that interaction, actually, if I'm being honest.
I deserved it. He was literally walking to the mothership to go perform, and I was like, "Can you do an Olivia Chow impression, please?"
He probably gets asked that question so damn much. That
Oh,
he's like,
100%.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah. Hey man, can you do the thing, man? And then
That everybody knows, that everyone knows you from.
The thing with the thing.
do
Did he
the
end up
thing,
doing it though?
man.
No, he walked away.
No, I thought he was like about to go like on stage though and like perform.
Oh yeah, he was walking towards the mothership, but yeah, he just like ignored me. Like I
Oh,
said,
so you
"Hey,"
didn't
I
actually
gave her-
see his performance.
No.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
So
this
probably
is
did it
him
on 6th Street.
wild interaction. This is when this guy's like minding his own business, trying to get a fucking cup of coffee. Matt's just like,
Oh.
fucking do the thing, clown.
Olivia Chow, you're a bitch.
Dude, that's so.
So this is.
funny.
I guess I do have a couple of embarrassing stories. So I tried stand up when I was like 23 in New York at the Creek in the Cave.
This sounds like Mitch.
And
oh, Creek in the Cave. I remember Creek in the Cave.
yeah. So I had it my first time doing it, good set. Next 5 bombed like I couldn't. I had to stop doing it because it bothered me so much. I couldn't handle bombing at 22. And at the time, I was going to the Creek in the Cave for Legion of Skanks. They had their show there. Do you know what Legion of Skanks is?
Yeah.
So they would have their live show there. So I would go, and I got cool with like Big J and Louis J. Gomez and them. And after my first couple sets, after my first few sets that I sucked at, I saw them and I was like, hey, there was like 5 of them just standing outside, just talking, and I just completely interrupted their conversation. I was like, I don't mean to be this guy. I screamed it for some reason, and then I went up to Big J and was like, hey, is it weird that my first set I killed and I bombed 4 straight sets? And he was like, get the fuck away from me. It was like one of those. And I deserve that too, but.
There's a pattern.
Yeah.
I love the interactions with like all like the famous people though.
Dude. One time I saw Sandler in the street in New York. In the streets of New York. And I was on a class trip. It was like my senior year of high school. And half my class was across the street where he was. And I was on the other side. And this is right before I started comedy. I started when I was 18. And, I love Sandler, right? So my classmates are like, hi. And he's like, hey, or whatever he does. And he keeps...
You make him sound like fucking SpongeBob.
He keeps... Shut up! But he I cross the street. He's already like kind of down the block, and I was like, "Fuck, is this gonna be the only chance I have to say hi to Adam Sandler?" And my teacher's like, "No, you can't go run up and say hi to Adam Sandler." So I was just like, in my 17-year-old brain, I was like, "Okay, what can I do now?" And just in the middle of New York, I just went, "Sandman!" And all I saw was just like.
Excellent.
I just got a confused look. I'm just like, what the fuck? But you know what?
Have you heard this story before?
He heard me. He heard me and he saw my face. And you know what? That's all I needed.
Yo, what if
That's why I think Uncut Gems was such a great movie. Because
Yo,
that came out like about a year after.
How fucking great would it be if you just struck it big, something went viral, and you ended up getting famous, and he's like, oh shit, I remember you.
Doubt it.
No, I doubt it myself. But.
Doubt it. But that it would be cool. It'd be cool if he was like, oh, you're that one retarded ginger kid from that one time. Like, that'd be so great.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but you know what? Wishful thinking.
I've never seen anybody survive their Make-A-Wish. This is crazy.
All right, so one time I was on a cruise, and in the Caribbean there's a hotel called the Atlantis, and it's you have to be a fucking millionaire to like stay there, but it's one of the stops on the cruise. And fucking Patrick Ewing was walking towards me, and again I got excited, and I was like, "Hey Patrick!" And then I went to go shake his hand, and I didn't realize he had like security with him, and the security guard like pushed me against the wall, and then that was that. Like I fucking, you think I would learn?
That's
I don't
the best
fucking
one
learn.
yet.
Dude.
He was physically
How?
assaulted.
Wait. You know, he said you think I'd learn. How long ago was the Patrick Ewing one?
Oh, that was when I was like 19.
Oh wait, that was a while ago. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm 38. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Fucking Christ. No, because like the way you made it sound, you were just like, you think I learned. I thought it was like after like all the other ones you said, and this was maybe like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I did say. Yeah. Well, I should have learned from that one. That one should have been my my clue not to fucking get in celebrities' faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this why you yell at random audience members now?
Probably.
Just so angry about celebrities. You just
like nobody's
hate
fucking.
somebody.
It's just like, oh, I looked like a fucking moron in front of Patrick Ewing. Fuck you, you dumb piece of shit. Like,
Nobody fucking knows who you are, you piece of shit.
fuck you, you fucking you fucking it. Fuck you.
You don't have security. Fuck you.
You are an it. That you piece of shit. Oh fuck, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. No, but he reminded me of because you've been down in AC a few times as we've talked about, right?
Dude, I fucking live down there, bro. I do shows like.
Have you ever been to
7 days a
any?
week.
Have you ever been to any of the clubs down there?
Yeah, no, HQ at Ocean. I don't know if you're ever in Atlantic City. Go there, do a microdose of shrooms. The lasers look really nice.
Yeah, no, they
Nice.
they do have some good lasers in there.
They have great lasers.
You feel like a fucking cat while you're dancing. Like,
I mean,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
it depends. It depends what the vibe you want is. I mean, like if you want to like if you want to like contract chlamydia, you know,
That's
go grind up on a chick at karaoke at Trop or anywhere at
Yeah.
Tropicana. But
That's
you know, you
fair.
want
Yeah,
that-
I've been to the Trop a few times.
Yeah, no, Trop's the trashiest one, but that's why I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
That's fair.
But
They do have a good. I don't know if it's still there. They had a good Italian restaurant in there.
Carmine's. Yup.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's still
Yeah.
there.
Yup.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. No, actually, we're.
I chugged a couple pictures in Carmine's.
Dude, Carmine's is great. Their food is so good, but they're so bad at communicating, dude. I'm trying to get like a cross promotion thing with them because our show's literally like practically like downstairs from there.
Yeah, that would make sense then.
Dude, I have a buddy who's trying to make a
Yeah,
show
fucking
at
go to the show and
Carmine's.
go to Carmine's after. You know, it
Yeah.
would be fucking beautiful.
Well, no, because also I want more Italian people to come to the show so I can get more people to understand my Tony Soprano jokes.
Didn't you do like some MobCon a while back?
What?
Didn't you do like some MobCon a while back? Like, with some of the guys in,
no,
like,
it
the
wasn't
TV
MobCon.
shows?
It was called PaisanCon.
PaisanCon, that's what it was.
You guys ever watch The Sopranos?
Do you ever
Of
go
course,
to
yeah.
Kneecap Con?
So I forget his name, but the dude who played Eugene, the dude who hung himself because he couldn't move to Florida and his son was on heroin, that one. So
Okay.
I'm there. A bunch of the cast of The Sopranos is there, just doing like pop-ups, like give me $30, I'll sign this for you, whatever. I'm walking around helping run the comedy portion of the whole convention all day. And I see him walking in front of me towards the bathroom, and I'm just like, I'm not following him, but like I'm going to the same spot, I guess. I don't know. I walk into the bathroom.
It's not weird.
Both stalls are closed, and there's no one else in there. So I'm like, all right, he's in one of the stalls. And then one of the stalls opens. It's not him. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to shit next to a celebrity. And I've been drinking a lot of espresso all day. There was just espresso every corner you made. Oh, you love espresso? I'm like, Baramucho, hey. Whatever. Listen, I'm 25% Italian. I can say that. But
you were gonna say it anyway.
I'm sitting in the bathroom, right? I'm trying to not blow it up and like be disrespectful and shit. I'm like if he sees me later between a comedy and an interview thing. But then he starts blowing it up. So then I start blowing it up, and we have a shit harmony together, right?
Does he know this?
Yeah, no, he knows this whole thing.
Okay.
Obviously. And
I swear.
We both start wiping, right? And there's no
Were
more
you like
shit
spying
noises.
on this man? Like,
No, I was just sitting there, and he stopped making shit noises.
I think he just beat
and
some
I
of your
was done
celebrity
shitting,
stories, man.
And I was done shitting.
Oh, he did for sure. Did
I
you
was
peek
done
under the
shitting.
stall too?
I didn't hear him making any more shit noises, so I assume we're both wrapping up. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, now or never. And then so I just say, yeah, it must have been all the fucking coffee this morning, huh? And he just starts laughing his ass off in his stall. We both, like, leave our stalls. He's like, dude, that was good. And I'm like, thanks, man. And then we were shooting the shit. We took a mirror selfie together. It was great. And then later in the day,
That's awesome.
the comedy portion wrapped up. I'm helping people in other spots, and he's like, "Hey, PJ, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" And he's like, "We're about to go smoke some cigars outside if you want to come." I was like, "I'm down."
Fuck yeah.
I don't know the guy's name, but I ended up smoking with that guy and with the dude who played Furio. I'm just smoking stogies in a gazebo outside of an Italian American convention with two Italian American celebrities.
I'm trying to figure out why he's breaking out the Peter Griffin voice right now.
I was not breaking out the Peter Griffin voice, but now you're making me break it out, you fat fuck.
But what's it called? He was like, "Oh, do the Tony impression for him." And they're like, "Oh, you do a Jimmy impression?" And I was like, "Jimmy? Oh yeah, that's right. They like knew him and stuff."
Yeah.
I do the Tony impression. I'm whipping it out. I'm doing my fucking thing. I'm talking to him. Sean Pope, come on, look up full Pope with a fucking cunt. Yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. And then at the end, the Fury dude's like, "Wow, man, that's a really good Jimmy impression. Oh my god, you're better than you're better." And the guy that was running the convention is like has a very well renowned Tony Soprano impression. And then he name drops him. He's like, "Wow, dude, I mean, listen, his is great, but yours." And I was like, "But mine? Let's go!"
This man
That's
just
fucking
shrieked.
sick.
Listen, man, I was fangirling a little bit, but I had a stogie with Furio. I had a good time.
Dude, you were fangirling like you're telling your therapist in a therapy session in season 1.
Dude, that bitch was charging so much for her signature.
Yo, was she really?
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're telling me you're charging more than Furio? Shut up, you fucking.
Yeah, but you also got Karen in fucking Goodfellas, dude.
That's
That's
fair.
right. No, that's
fair.
That's a good point. That's
Huh?
a good point. That's a good point. No, you got me beat there.
Yeah.
I was gonna make fun of her for being a woman, but whatever. Fucking woman. You think you're better?
You think you're better than Furio?
It's okay. She couldn't drive away, PJ.
Cocksucker.
Are you the new Dan Soder over there in the Northeast?
Dance owner.
Dance owner?
Dan Soder.
Dan Soder.
Am I the
You
new?
might be.
Am I the new Dan Soder?
Are you like in your group now? Like, are you like Dan? You know who Dan Soder is? Right?
Yeah, no, Dan. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Dan
with the
Soder.
voices, you're fucking good at voices. I love it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah, no, Dan Schroeder's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, no. I mean, listen, I do stories and impressions. I love doing impressions. Listen, I was 16 and I heard the EA Sports ad, and I just was just like, EA Sports, it's in the game, and I just like got that down, right? And I was like, oh shit, I can do this, and then I just kept doing them,
Yeah, it's some kind of schizophrenia, right? It's
Yeah,
definitely
no,
some kind of fucking.
Yeah,
Well, it's multiple personalities.
Yeah,
is
well,
what it is.
no. It's something to do with like not as much love
It's
as
like
a
the dude
child.
from the movie Split, except with hair.
Yeah, it's like not as much love as a child. You know, you gotta like make your own. You know, keep yourself entertained and shit. So I'm just sitting there in a corner. I'm just sitting there in a corner like crabs. I'm gonna steal the Krabby Patty secret formula. And I was entertained, and now people laugh at it and give me money for it. So. Well, what are you gonna do?
Hell yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, dude.
Listen, sounding like Donald Trump is paying for my car insurance right now. I can't complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucking
Pretty
wild.
fucking sick.
Is that how you get people to come into the shows at AC?
Dude, no, I'll be on the boardwalk barking, and what's it called? They have the little. Brett, you ever been to Atlantic City?
No.
So they have these little like tram cars on the boardwalk that just
Flash
go up
the
and
tram
down.
car, please.
So I'll just I'll pop on a blazer and a tie, and just every time they pass by, I'm like,
The Atlantic City Trump train is coming by. Choo choo. That's what I'm talking
It
about.
goes chugga chugga.
Choo choo. We have the Quack House comedy show tonight. We'll quack you up. You just got to get the flock over here. No tariffs on tickets to the comedy show. There's no tariffs.
and then,
Tax free.
and then people are like, all right, what the fuck are you
No
peddling, pal?
taxes.
And then I'm like, I'm a young 22-year-old who's doing the thing, man. And then they're like, that's nice.
Yo,
$20. I'm
Can
like,
I talk?
"Sweet."
Can we talk about the guy in the Eagles shirt?
Oh my God, yeah. There's an alcoholic Eagles fan down there. I love him. His name's Jimmy.
You think he's the only one?
Dude, he's not the only one, but I know he's definitely the only one who takes the giant Arizona iced tea jugs and fills them up with twisted tea, so no one questions it.
There's levels to this shit.
Dude, you know there are.
Is on another
Brilliant.
He was like, I'm a 40-year alkie. I'm a binge drinker, too. And then he pulls out this bag, and he's like, I got the Arizona jug. And then he picks up a twisted tea bottle, but I poured these in there. I'm like, God
That's
bless
every
you,
person
Jimmy.
I've ever met from Philly.
Dude, no, he's the dude. If you look up a Philly person in a dictionary, it's a picture of my boy Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like, I love that guy.
eyes spread apart, teeth gone. This man is just fucking around.
Yeah, no, he is missing teeth. No, one of the
Looks
things
like
he told
my
me,
fucking dad.
dude, I have a video on my Instagram of him saying so much bullshit, but
Quack my balls, baby.
dude, he's
My
so
favorite.
fucking wild. When I met him, the first thing he said was he smiled at me, and I said, "Hey man, nice to meet you." And he said, we were talking and shit, and he brought up his teeth, and then because he's missing a bunch of teeth, and he was like, "You know, I would still have my teeth, but I didn't brush them too good for 40 years."
Dude,
Oh, all right.
face is in the camera saying it.
And then
I think it was 60
the thing
years,
is, he
by
said
the
it
way.
also in that video, but it's because he just repeats a lot of the same facts.
Okay.
But when I met him,
He forgets it's the alcohol.
when I met him, we had that back and forth, and he was hitting on two of the bartenders.
Ah!
And he looked at me, and he was like, "You guys are so hot, PJ. Aren't they hot?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, but where's the love for me?" And he looked at me. Swear on my little brother, he said this. He looked at me and he said, "Listen, I'm no fruit, but if I was, I'd kidnap you." And I was like, "I'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy." And then he bought me a shot.
He was buying you drinks that night.
Dude.
You know, I love crazy people. We used to have this homeless guy that was I used to be a medic downtown in Austin, and we'd have this homeless guy that was always like standing in the middle of the fucking sidewalk, like tripping out, fucking yelling and shit, right?
Back and forth,
But then,
right?
like, yeah, but then the more you walk past him, the more you realize like he's acting. So like I would start chatting him up, and then we were starting to get to know each other, and then it'd get to the point where I'd be walking to the station, he'd be all crazy, and then I'd walk by, he'd be like, "Yo, what's up, Brett? You on shift today?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Cool, I'll see you later." And then he just goes back to being like fucking crazy, and I'm like, that's how he makes a living. He's acts crazy, people give him money, and yeah, dude, just blows me away.
Oh, dude.
That's fucking beautiful.
Listen, if that's a way you could just pay for yourself to survive, Like that's
You just
fucking
gotta act like a fentanyl person on the streets.
Dude, I had we were at a stoplight in the ambulance, and there's this guy like holding a sign in a wheelchair. It says like can't walk, blah blah blah. He gets up, he pushes his fucking wheelchair across the road. He sits back down, and my partner rolls the window down. And he goes, "Yo, we just watched you walk across." And he goes, "Yeah, but once that light turns green, ain't nobody behind you, did?" And then he just fucking sits there, and we were both like, "Yeah, okay, fair." He just went about his life.
pretty
Dude,
much.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
And I was furious. I was like, we're getting paid like fucking $19 an hour on a fucking ambulance. This guy's making a living.
Like what the
This
fuck?
dickhead has
what
an
the fuck
iPhone.
are we doing here?
This dickhead has an iPhone 14 right now
Yeah,
in his
he's
back
not
pocket.
getting yelled at if he doesn't save somebody's life, right? Like if he lets that kid die, then whatever. Nobody's gonna be mad at him. He's a homeless
and
guy.
he's the
supposed
fucking
to.
one with the BlackBerry.
Dude, he's walking around in a torn T-shirt, all dirty and shit. Just like,
Dude, we used to have a guy downtown. They called him the homeless king. He legitimately walked
Homeless
around
king.
in this giant plastic golden crown. It was all bejeweled. He had like a pimp cane.
It was from
And he
Burger
was, like,
King.
100% king of the hobos downtown over the fucking highway. And like people had to like, it was crazy. He was like the dude in John Wick that had the pigeons, you know? But,
Bedazzled Burger King crown.
we have a Batman in Atlantic City.
Oh shit.
ooh.
Yeah, we have a Batman. Yeah,
It's secretly Jimmy.
It's a black guy that dresses up as Batman, and he has like soccer goalie gloves, spray
wanted
painted
it to be
black
Jimmy.
on. You know, like he has the mask, he has the cape and everything. He has a bunch of shit on him. Always has a JBL speaker on him. Always, of course. He always has his longboard on him. And but the thing is, it's like I try to keep my conversations with him to be like, "What's up, Batman?" He's like, "What's up, man? Keeping safe?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Thanks for keeping us safe." And then he's like,
Thanks for watching
"Of
the
course,
city."
man." And then he longboards off into the sunset.
Thanks for watching the boardwalk instead of the rest of the city. Now I'm safe.
But the thing is, I stopped having long conversations with him because I used to chat him up when I first started going down there like a year or two ago, and after 2 minutes or even a minute and a half, it just becomes like, I believe Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are in charge of direct laser energy weapons that are stationed in space. And and this whole world is gonna fall apart if people don't begin to turn to God and recite gospel. And I'm just like,
This is
all right, Batman. No, this is, dude. I swear on my life.
Is it Batman or is it Morgan Freeman? I'm confused.
No, there's a. I have like a 2-minute video of him doing that on my Instagram. I was just like, I was just walking around. I was like, dude, let's do a Trump and Batman thing. That'll be funny. And I'm just like, my fellow Americans, I'm here with Batman. That's who he is.
I'm Batman.
And then he's just like, so listen, so Donald Trump was a psyop, and also the government's trying to take everything from you. And there's direct laser energy weapons, and George Bush did 9/11, and the Holocaust didn't
lasers.
happen. And I'm just like,
The lasers are everywhere.
what a
You're
guy
right,
Batman
City.
is. Just look at him. He's protecting the city.
He's so serious, bro.
Kamala Harris is a communist. Comrade Kamala, that's what
Communist, I tell you.
That's
Fucking
hilarious.
commie.
Yeah, no, dude, yeah, dude, homeless people stories are the best. I love your homeless guy. I love the King guy, but I'm talking about specifically the other guy that makes the living off of it. Dude, I just love to think that like he has like a nice apartment, and like
believe it.
he's wearing a torn up, dirty, ratty fucking T-shirt, and he's just like makes money
And we had
from it. But
in
then
Brooklyn. We had a crazy guy. He
You had
wasn't
a-
homeless.
Not multiple.
I just like to
Nah,
imagine
my neighborhood it was
that's his
one. I
only
mean,
dirty only dirty outfit. He has like nice like Ralph Lauren polos in a closet in his house.
Oh fuck yeah.
Sorry,
He's
Matt.
got the setup.
Matt, what was your homeless story?
So this guy, he's not homeless, but he's like a 50. Well, back then he was a 55-year-old guy who lived with his mom, and
Good enough.
he didn't work. But he would walk up and down the neighborhood all day. He had like Chris Farley energy. You could just hear him screaming from down the street. But he would, if you gave him a dollar or a cigarette, he would do a backflip. But
I love
swear to God, this guy never landed a backflip. He would fucking crack his head or land on his knees every single time. But he would get up, and then you give him another 5, and he would fucking do it again. And then his name was Scotty Karate.
Scotty Karate.
That's a perfect name to fuck up a backflip.
Oh my god.
100%. Yeah, he was a big fucking guy too. He was
I mean,
fucking
how
eating
far
funny.
did he get in the backflip if he was a big guy?
So he would get pretty far around. Like he would hit like the top of his head, or he would hit his knees. Like he would get fully around because he would like jump off benches and
I'm
shit.
not gonna lie, that's
he would
impressive.
he would jump off of whatever was around.
$10, I'll do the tree.
That's just impressive enough to be like, that was great, but you still look stupid. Go fuck yourself.
$15, I'll fry an egg on the sidewalk.
Like, bro, just go on a bench at that point. You're like right there. You know?
$15.
yourself
Yeah,
the
but egg
extra leg
prices, eggflation, whatever.
This fucking guy. I got a mortgage to pay. You're hurting my soul. Why would you do that to me, man? Ah, shit. I do have one question since you brought up a couple of names were down here and then moved to Texas. I am curious to see if they know one person. Okay. Do you guys know who Gina Hyena is?
No.
No? I had her on a show like a while back. She goes like back and forth. So she goes from NYC and then I believe she goes to Texas also. Like I had her on a show a while back. So I was just curious.
Nah, I don't know.
No, that one doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
But there's a lot.
Probably because she
Yeah,
goes back
so
and
many
forth.
people to keep track of.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a lot. They got a whole fucking strip.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
dude, no. Austin sounds concentrated as fuck.
Why you?
There's like 9,000 comedians here. It's too much.
That's
I'll
almost.
still
That's
visit
probably
fucking-
almost as bad as New York.
I'll make it 9,001.
Texas think of comics as Californians. They're like, go the fuck back to where you came from.
Yeah.
How much? How many Trump impressions we got locally down there?
Not as many as you would think.
Yeah,
Dude, let's go! I have a fucking niche in Austin. If I go, let's go.
You would. I don't know really anybody in the scene that's running a good Trump impression.
No, same here.
There's not a lot of good impressionists down
There's
here.
probably more here, actually.
Oh, fuck.
There's probably more here.
Because of fucking Kill Tony, everyone's like, they're all one-line guys down here. There's a lot of one-liners.
Oh, it's fucking gay. They got any good Bidens down there?
Haven't heard one of those either.
Oh, dude, thank fuck. Oh, I'm going to be saved. How many hookers you got down there? I remember when they invented hookers.
Dude, there's an Asian massage parlor on every fucking corner down here.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're good, fam.
You're good. Fuck you.
I am too. You're
I'm
right.
not the president anymore. This is the only place I can talk.
He's even got the stutter down. You hear this shit?
I like it.
Fantastic. I love it.
Fuck,
Believe
fuck.
that's all, folks.
Shut up, you fat fuck.
I want to pour the Gatorade on his finger and have him be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's totally inaccurate. I'm fucking Joe Biden. I'm not Helen Keller.
You're not supposed to remember your name.
Kamala Harris, whatever I am. I'm black. I'm a black chick. I got that wet ass pussy.
I got that whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, fucking Christ.
Dude, I would be totally boned doing a Kill Tony set. I just hope that I can be redeemed in my interview. That's what my hope is when I eventually get on there.
I mean, I feel like you break a couple of voices out, or even if you just break one out, you might be fine.
Yeah, dude. All I gotta do is hope that either Shane Gillis or Adam Ray is there, and we can have like a Trump off or a Biden off.
There you go.
Do one of those then.
Right? Because Shane is one of the best Trumps that I've heard. Shane and the dude on SNL have like two of the best Trumps that I've seen.
What's that guy's name?
Couldn't tell you, but the guy from SNL, he does a good one.
Yeah. All right. Because there's a lot of people that have done it.
It's very liberal on that program, very anti-Trump on there, but he still does a good one.
I mean, there's a lot of Trump impressions down here.
A lot of them. Mine's the best. You could ask anybody; they'll tell you. They'll say PJ, best Trump impression. That's what
that fucking guy, PJ. Ah, shit.
Yours sucks.
I'm fine with that, actually.
But not as good as Monica Lewinsky sucked. She sucked so good.
You're making it sound like she's under the table.
I have no response. That was terrible.
That's okay.
Why don't you do Trump as Pee Wee Herman getting caught jerking off in the movie theater?
I wasn't masturbating. If you thought I was masturbating, maybe it's because you wanted to see me masturbating. Why would you want to see me masturbating in front of a bunch of kids? Why would you want to see that? You can look around, you can ask anybody, and they'll tell you I was not jerking off. But if I was, it would have been one of the best jerks you've ever seen. I wasn't, but if I was, it would have been great. It would have been the greatest jerk.
Would have been worth getting caught, dick in hand.
It would have been the greatest gooning session in the history of the United States of America is what it would have been.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, anytime you're in Austin, let me know.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks. Yeah, what's it called? We just got our wrap up from our producer to wrap it up soon. So, first thing I'm gonna say is same thing to both of you guys. If you guys are ever in Jersey, I'll find something for you guys. If you guys want to come hang out, pop out.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? Drop your Instagrams, yo. Where can people find you?
So at Matt Butera Comedy, and then also 2 Bubs, 1 podcast.
1 Are you
And mine is
now?
just
I'm following
Brent
him
Bradley
right now.
comedy. Very simple, very easy.
Very easy.
What
2
was yours,
first
Brett?
names. What was that?
Yeah, we're on.
Don't
on
make
Apple,
it hard
Spotify,
like me.
and-
John, I'm trying to listen to that fucking Instagrams.
Very important.
Brent Bradley Comedy, I found you.
All right,
But yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. So subscribe, download us, all that fun stuff.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, I like your
Yeah, I
logo.
love it.
2 Bubs, 1
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nah, man. I definitely got to make sure I listen to the podcast sometime a little bit more. I love it. Nah, you guys have a fucking baller time on there. Like, I love watching like the reels you guys post. That was mostly what I was watching beforehand. But
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's my whole premise. I was like, if I'm going to do a podcast, I'm either going to make my friends laugh as hard as I can,
right.
or I'm going to say something so fucking cringy and over the line. And then we were like, oh, one of us was for sure going to be a fucking, like, that was your episode of fucking, that was bad for you.
Yeah, but it's going to be a
So
good
that
time.
was kind of how that came
That's
around,
right.
too.
It's about
Yeah,
the
it was
journey,
like,
not
oh,
the destination, bro.
Yeah, we're going to shoot fucking shots. And at the end of the episode, we're going to call one of each other out.
Yeah, and it's been
bro.
me every episode so far. I think
Well,
except for
to be
one.
fair-
I think you got one.
No, Eric got one.
Yeah,
Eric
yeah.
got the one that we teamed up. I was about to get one, and then right at the end, you swooped in and said some stupid ass shit, took it right from me.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I was the king of late saves.
That's beautiful.
I was gonna be the up for sure though, because I just told some sad medic stories to bum everybody out.
Dude, no, I mean, he's spotting you over here. He's trying to help you out. He's trying to make sure it's not you. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No, but I had a lot of fun, guys. Make sure anybody
Yeah, same
watching,
here.
you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember, this was our 10K subscriber show.
Dude, this was
Hell
our
yeah.
10K subscriber show. Let's fucking go.
We fucking did it, bro.
Follow these dudes on
Congrats,
Instagram.
fellas.
Follow
going
on
in 5
Instagram,
minutes.
subscribe. You know the deal. Anyways, we'll be back next week, June 17th. Nick Danger is coming on the show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
buddy.
about. Listen, yo, drop a sub to Hot Tag Takes. Drop a sub and a follow to 2 Bubs 1
Yeah.
I think that makes it, bro. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys for coming.
Appreciate you guys having us.
Hell yeah, bro.
Y'all have a good night.
Buddy.
You guys as well. And with that being said, Ruben, cue us up.
Whoop, whoop.
Taking a little long, but
You
okay.
got it, Ruben.